YouTube? Camodo Gaming here, bringing you guys another episode of Scrap Mechanic in the Town. Now, hopefully you guys enjoyed that short little intro, giving you a bit of a tease to what you're going to see here today. And obviously, we now have a city hall. This was one of the most requested items on my list here, and this thing's been requested since the old town map. People have always been like, hey, build a city hall. So yeah, we've built that, and it's actually kind of turned into a little bit more than a city hall. It's kind of a Camodo Gaming headquarters. There's a lot of neat stuff in there. There's some tributes in there. But anyways, what I want you guys to do next, go ahead and comment below with new town build ideas. I've got a couple in my head, but this was one I wanted to knock out, but I'd like to hear what you guys want to see. So comment below, let me know. But anyways, folks, remember, if you're enjoying Scrap Mechanic, leave this video a thumbs up. It helps up my channel a whole lot. And let's go ahead and jump right into this. Okay, as you can see, the city hall here, this has actually turned into one of my favorite buildings that we've built. I just love the way it looks. We're going to go over this in detail here in a second. First thing I want to point out, yesterday I briefly showed this monument off. This was made by Knack Gamer. I don't even think I mentioned his name yesterday, which I actually kind of felt bad about. I know I flashed it up on screen, but this was originally made by Knack Gamer. Now, we have made some modifications to it, and this is one of the things you guys told me to do. Somebody always wanted to see almost like a live count. I wouldn't say it's a live count, but an updated count of my subtotal in the town and kind of built into a monument. So what we've done here, and obviously you can see there's something up with this monument now. It's got the CG here, you got the YouTube play buttons, but there's a lot of bearings on the inside. And let me hit this button here. Wait for it. Wait for it. Takes it a second. Here it comes. And there we go, 62,000. That is actually really cool. Mr. Non-Newtonian went in here, because we were actually going to build like a separate like 62,000 statue, but he said, well, hey, let me go in and see if I can place something in on the inside and it can fold out and show the 62,000. So yes, folks, we are 62,000 strong with our subs. I want to thank each and every one of you. This has been amazing. So this building and this whole little area is just kind of for you guys. It's kind of like this this tribute to other YouTubers. It's just like a big Camodo Gaming HQ. So anyways, like I said, thank you to Knack Gamer for sending me this awesome monument. If you want to check out his workshop, I will link it in the description. I'm not going to stick this one on there since we modified it, but his original Camodo Gaming monument is on there. So if you want this one, you can always download this town map and go into it. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out the City Hall. Alright, here's the Camodo Gaming City Hall. Now, I'm extremely proud of this build. I was a little concerned at first because never, ever hire me as a carpenter because my measuring skills are absolutely terrible. I initially measured out this plot of land thinking, oh, I've got plenty of room here, and I wanted the City Hall to actually be flush with the tunnel road here. Like, you come out and City Hall's smack dab in the middle. But no, I measured that wrong. There's rocks in the way, the terrain pokes up in a certain spot, so it is shifted over a little bit to the right, but it's still awesome nonetheless. So as you walk up, there's two pathways. You got the big long fountain here, and now that we have that clear glass, if you layer concrete under it and paint it blue, it actually looks like water, so actually really happy with the way that came out. So as you walk up here, you can notice there's tons of lights. I mean, there is lights everywhere all over this. My initial thought was to do this episode with the night mod, but then I realized the night mod is still a little too dark now. It's pitch black, and the only thing you can see is just the building, and it was really bright. So I thought it was going to be really hard to make a video on it because it was just going to look odd. It's like somebody turned up the contrast on the inside of the building, and then it's like pitch black on the outside. So I decided not to do that, but there's still a lot of lights. It still does. You can still see the dynamic lights, and it does give it a nice effect. Now, this building is actually based on a building in a town. I don't remember what the town's name is. If I can find the picture, I will flash it up on screen, and it looks pretty on point with it. Now, our initial thought, we were going to do kind of like an older style city hall, something like what you traditionally see, like a big dome or something. But I decided, you know what, we've been doing some modern looking buildings, so I decided this would look better in the town. So obviously you've got the pillars here in the front, you've got the City Hall wrote out in 3D, you got the light up on the pillars. This actually really reminds me of the, some of you guys might know what this is, the pagoda in Indianapolis at the racetrack. They have this huge building on the inside, and it kind of looks like that. So let's go ahead. We're gonna actually hop up on the roof and you can see a brief glimpse of the inside. Just kind of show you guys how much work this took. This is like one of those things where I appreciate this so much because this took a long time to do. So as you can see here, actually a part of the building's open. This is the lobby area down here. We've got all these windows up here. Even the back side of this area is detailed, from the pillars, from the slanted blocks coming up to this roof. Non-Newtonian actually put this top piece together using those beams, and it looks really, really good. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop down here. Now the back side of the building is pretty much just brick. A lot of times in city halls you have like chambers, you get these meeting areas, and a lot of times they don't have windows. So pretty much all your windows are on the front. Alright, so the inside of this building is probably one of the most detailed interiors that we've done. Now to get in, these are automatic doors, so you just walk up here and you hit the sensors and they slide open. They've got like I think a 5-second timer on them, so they will close automatically. I'm actually still blocking the sensors. So yeah, those are really cool, but the inside of this building, I absolutely love it. I love the pillar lights. We've got the YouTube play button back here. Now this play button is off the GG Night Gamer monument. We just added one square to the, I think to the right side to make it flush with the doors. So you've got that. It's got that red and white trim all over here. It's kind of like my channel colors. I think it actually came out really nice. Now you probably are noticing that up here it is tinted green on the windows. That is what, for whatever reason, that is the way scrap mechanics, the sun and the glass interact when you have it up high. I had the same issue in my train station. So I'm not necessarily a big fan of that because that's actually painted blue. And whatever way you paint it, it's still tinted green. So that's the only thing I'm not a big fan of because it does look a little bit odd. But yeah, I really like how tall the ceiling is in here. It just came out so nice. But here's how this building works. And this building has actually been downscaled from what I was looking at initially. So you got two wings. You got the right wing and you've got the left wing. And now there's a big meeting room. You probably saw that. I think I put that in the intro briefly. Let me go ahead and open up to that area, and then we'll go over some of the offices. So a lot of these city halls have a meeting space, and this actually looks like a mixture of a meeting space and a newsroom. But this came out extremely nice, and a lot of it is due to the dynamic lights now. It just adds so much to the interiors. Because if these lights weren't on, this room would be completely dark. Like it would just be so shaded down, you couldn't really tell, you know, what's going on. It just doesn't look as vibrant as it would with the lights. So, as you can see here, we've got modern art, or this is our interpretation of modern art. It actually looks kind of good. I'm actually, I think Mr. Newtonian was kind of just sticking some blocks on the walls and was like, oh, let's just start coloring them, and yeah, it just turned into that. So yeah, you've got a nice sitting area for anybody, sometimes the public, reporters. You've got a camera back here that's filming the meeting. As you saw in the intro, I was sitting in the middle chair, but anybody can set up here. The committee, the heads of the city, other YouTubers, as you're about to see in some of the offices. It seems like other YouTubers actually work here. So yeah, you can meet up there. You got the YouTube play button. The back of the room was looking a bit empty, so we added these pillars in the back. I actually think they look really good. They're just like the pillars on the front of the building. So you've got that, you got the overhead lighting. And of course, we have a snack table. I mean, what good is a meeting without snacks? So you got the coffee machines, your sugar, maybe your caramel or caramel. Depending on where you're from, I say caramel, some people say caramel. I know somebody in the comment section will be like, you said that wrong, but we're from Texas. We say stuff weird. So there's that. You got a duck here. This is probably like a little buffet thing. Say we have some, I don't know, bagels or something. Say it's the morning meeting. But yeah, really proud of this room. I love the way it came out. Now the other door just leads out to the other side of the lobby. So there's two ways to get into this place. So that is really, really cool. So next, don't want to go. We'll go to my office last. My office is all the way to the left. The right. Now we debated what we were going to do here, and by the way, that is more awesome modern art. I mean, nothing shouts modern art like sticking grass on the wall. So that's what that's supposed to be. So yeah, in here, this is like a office area. At first I was going to stick maybe another meeting room with like a long table and a bunch of chairs, but this is actually another office area. And this is kind of where this became the Camodo Gaming headquarters, more than a city hall. And in these offices, and I don't mean This is morely a tribute to other YouTubers that I've worked with. It doesn't mean that everybody's working for me. That's what I thought at first. I was like, oh, how's that going to come out? You know, is it going to be like, oh, everybody's working for me? No, it's not like that at all. This is a tribute. Oh, it's a bit bright in here. Let me kill some of these lights a bit. I didn't think they were that bright, but apparently they are. So let's go 6 here. You know, it's probably those middle lights that are doing it. Let's go 6 here, 6 here. Oh yeah, that's a 20. That's a lot. That's a little bit too much. I think we were trying to light this up for night, and we realized that wasn't gonna work. I guess I didn't fully like adjust this room or something. But anyways, we've got all my YouTubers that I've worked with, all my buddies. Over here to the right, obviously, that is Moonbow's little section to work in. He's got his computer here. All the computers turn on. You've got the monitor. That's supposed to be a moon. It is really hard to do any sort of pixel art in that limited space. So Mr. Moonbow would sit here, do his work. Yes, this is Khan's office over here to the side. Initially, I was going to make the joke and stick him in a broom closet, but I decided that would be a little too mean, so this is Khan's office. And obviously, Khan's a logic guy, and he's got a really, really powerful computer, so obviously when his computer turns on, flames shoot out of it, because why not? So yeah, this is Khan's computers, Khan's setup. You've got his neon green, got some black in here. So that's really neat. Now over here to the right, we've done quite a bit of work with Retrospecs, and I do apologize for butchering Retrospecs' logo. Like I said, with that limited space, it's kind of hard to really do pixel art, so I got the colors right, but other than that, it looks kind of bad. So yeah, this is Retrospecs' computer, his little area to work in. Pretty nice. Over here, this is Scrapman. Obviously, Scrapman, he's always got the gears going on, so we don't have little gears, so we got tires. So when you turn this on, hold on. Those are supposed to turn. What's going on here? Oh, there they go. So yeah, you've got his little gears here. So this is Mr. Scrapman's computer. You got that. Now, this is a group computer over here. This is Mr. Non-Newtonian's area. He's a big logic guy, so you've got tons of logic under it. And I've been doing a lot of work with Scrubmaster, and we kind of didn't put like 2 cubicles in here, so they might have to share a cubicle. So this is Scrubmaster and maybe Non-Newtonian over here to the right. And over here to the left. Obviously, if you've watched Diesel Designs, he loves double D's, so you've got double D's on the side of the cubicle here. So we've done a little bit of work with him, so thought, you know, let's go ahead and give him a little cubicle too. But anyways, you got that, you got the YouTube play button, and you got this sweet looking copy machine. Obviously, we got to run off some awesome copies. You know, these things, I don't think they're this big anymore. I think we finally gotten to the point where we can shrink these down, but yeah, budget cuts. We've got an old copier in here. Anyways, this room came out really nice, and this is where it started to turn out into like a gaming headquarters. So that's what I meant by all that. And also, when we go to my office, you'll see what I really mean. So we go down to this side. Obviously, you've got the CG on the wall. It's lit up at the end of the hallway. It looks really nice. And yes, folks, I get my own office. Here it is. This is actually really silly, but I love this. This is just really cool to do. You've got the burger pixel art. I don't know, and a lot of people ask me, why do you have burgers? Why do you set burgers out during Multiplayer Monday and all that? It's just a joke. It's just like your typical, you know, I play with, I don't mean to put them in a group. I play with a lot of Canadians, and we always kind of banter back and forth, and a lot of the thing is like, oh, Americans and their hamburgers, so I just made a hamburger pixel art logo, and that's where it came from. So yeah, you've got that on the side, you've got the CG lit up. I tried to make this look cooler than it actually came out. You can see some of the red coming up. I wanted to try to shine that light somewhat through the glass there, and you can see the CG. Got that, got a little couch over here. Got a sweet gaming setup, more modern art behind the desk here. So yeah, my gaming setup, you got my little computer. Well, actually, this is a pretty big computer for Scrap Mechanic size. You got the desktop here, so you can hit this button. Even glows red. Got a little bit of red on the wall there. Got my dual monitors. Monitors are really hard to do in this scale, so this is kind of what I came up with. They're on bearings. They're slightly tilted over. And yeah, I've got a nice little desk here. I'm very, very happy with my office. Got one of those L-shaped desks with the glass topper on it. Looks really, really good. So yeah, that is my office. Extremely proud of that. But yeah, that is about it with the Camodo Gaming City Hall / HQ. Let's go ahead and walk out here, give you guys one last look at it. I think it came out fantastic. This building took a lot of effort, a lot of time went into it. I think it was like 4 days of just, we would put in maybe 2 hours a day on it. So yeah, this was a big build. But anyways, folks, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Hopefully that monument number keeps changing. Hopefully we keep rising, because this is kind of like a tribute to the people I've worked with and a tribute to you guys, the viewers. So I do appreciate everything you do for me and liking my videos, watching them, and doing all that good stuff. But anyways, like I said, comment below with any suggestions for the town, what you want to see next. And we will see you guys next time on Scrap Mechanic. Thank you.